Please ask you to rise up as I welcome Dr. Kimmie Weeks into you.
Please be seated. Let me just say quickly, all protocols observed. For me, this is a very special day and a very happy day. And it's a happy day because Fofana and all of his colleagues know that this has been a long time in the making. You see, I'm a young man. I grew up right at ELWA Junction, right near the Painesville Market. And when I met Fofana the first time, I saw myself in him. Coming up and growing up at the Painesville Market, there were so many hopes that I had as a young person. And the story he shared is similar to my story back in the 90s. Remember, it was just after the 1990 war. There were a lot of things I wanted to do for young people. There were so many things I wanted to do for my fellow young people. But we will go from office to office, ministry to ministry. We'll be asking people for funding to do some of our projects. And many times people will say no. Sometimes people will say they'll do something and will never get it. So I understand the struggle that my brother Fofana has gone through. And so when I first went to his graduation, you know, people invite me to speak lots of times. And I always say, okay, let me go and see what this person is about. There are some people, they can sit in a corner, they put together letterhead, they just write for money, they're not doing anything. I don't believe in those people. So I came to Fofana's graduation. First of all, I saw the number of students. I think it was like 50 students or so who are being graduating. I said, wow, there's a young guy who has a computer school that these 50 young people are enthusiastically graduating from. In fact, when all the students were coming up to speak, they were talking about how the computer school had empowered them, how it was making an impact, how they now could do the things they could not do before. And in my head, I said, okay, well, this computer center must already be very well to do. Everything must be very okay. So you know what? I'll make a small pledge. He said he needed a generator. I said, okay, generator. We pledged some gas, we pledged some shoes. Because all I thought in my head, if this guy is graduating 50 students and they're happy like this, he must already have a very good setup. So the day I came with my staff, honestly, we were just going to bring the generator, give it to him, and leave. Then I walk in the place, as Fofana said, and I'm looking around. I said, wait, that's not a place here, eh? He said, no, that's the place. I looked under the table, I saw the computers. What Fofana was doing, in part, is what they call innovation. Because all he had done was the laptop that didn't have screen, some of the laptop, then the screen broke. Just the keyboard where the laptop CPU was, he connected to some old screen. I think he had 3 or 4. That's what he was working with. So in my mind, I said, if this young man, with this little resources, can output that many students, imagine when we give him the hand, what will happen?